What is up, everybody? So first of all, I just want to say that all of you guys owe me an apology. That's the first things first, because literally I made this video like 2 months ago, probably like a month and a half, I don't really remember. It was called the iPhone conspiracy, right? And I basically said how, Apple deliberately slows down their iPhones. And I noticed it, because it was kind of a trend, every single time a new update comes out, they purposely kind of make it a little slower, kind of buggy, so people tend to upgrade to their new iPhones. I was like, you know what? And obviously I wasn't the first one to say it, it's been said, but I was kind of one of the people that kind of put on blast. A lot of people did reaction videos, all that stuff, and people said I was wrong. But you know what? It turns out I was completely right, and I knew I was right. That was the thing, because you have to look at it as a business sense. Apple deliberately will slow down your phone. And now this is the thing that they said. They said that they're slowing it down because of a weak battery. Now I want to, tell you like this. I don't care if my iPhone, this is the iPhone 6 right here. This is kind of an old iPhone. And I can tell you from firsthand, this isn't as fast as it used to be. It will never be fast ever again. But if this phone did have a bad battery, I don't want my phone being slow too, Now one of the main concerns that a lot of people said was because, if the phone has a, worse battery life or bad battery or deteriorated, then I don't want my battery dying faster. So I like how Apple, slows it down, so prolong the battery life. But I'll be honest, my bad guys, I got a call, but dude, I'll be honest, I don't even remember what I was talking about. But basically, if my battery is bad on my phone, I don't want the performance being bad too, okay? Apple has already stated that this is true, this is what they're doing. And honestly, it's not like they're not thinking of the consumer at this point, okay? And I said this in my other video too. Apple is not doing this based off the consumer. They're doing this because they want their phones purposely slow, especially around launch time. So what the people who have the iPhone 6 can be like, oh God, my phone is slow. Let me go get the iPhone 7 or iPhone 8 or iPhone 10. And the same person who has the iPhone 5S, they might be like, okay, well, I got the 6S, the 7 or 8, yada, yada, yada. And the reason I noticed this, and some other people might notice this as well, but I was kind of vocal about it, was because I have tons and tons of iPhones. I have these ones, I have tons of old ones, and I review older phones, and I review them heavily. I just don't get them. A lot of people on YouTube especially, they get the phone for like a couple of days and they put it on a shelf, they never talk about it ever again. But with me, on the other hand, I go back and I revisit them, and I review them. You guys know I'm not trying to flex or anything, but like go back to all my other videos on my channel and look at how many iPhones and different phones just in general I've reviewed. It's kind of ironic though, because Android has the exact opposite problem that iOS has, and that's the manufacturers of Android phones. Let's just take my LG G2 for example right here. This one stopped getting updates around like Android L, I think Android 5.0, and so people who have the LG G2 are going to be like, oh, okay, like this phone's kind of old, so I'm going to upgrade. And then they upgrade to something like the LG G4 and this thing stops getting update. I think this stopped getting update for a while now. And then they update to the G6 and G whatever. Same thing with the Galaxy phones. So these Android manufacturers stop updating their phones fairly early in the cycle because they want the people to update. It's not even like it's hard to push an update or anything. They just don't do it on purpose. Apple has the exact opposite problem, is that they purposely push updates for as long as they can to make the older phones slower on purpose, so then they can go ahead and sell the newer phones. This is the iPhone 7 Plus. Now, thankfully, this isn't that slow, and I don't see this being slow for at least another year and a half or 2 years, probably until the next 2 generations of iPhones are released. Then Apple's probably going to come around and slow this one down too. So what I'm saying is, their little excuse right now of like, oh, this is like a battery thing, we're thinking of the consumer, it's completely not true. If they were thinking of the consumer, they would make it super easy to replace the battery on these things. I understand, like, if you have some tech savvy skills, you can easily remove the screws and lift off the back and replace the battery, but for a lot of people, they're not going to do that. They're just going to go and upgrade to the new phone, and that's what Apple wants you to do. Now, I kind of already said this is a conspiracy, but it's not a conspiracy anymore. It's completely true. So all you guys who were dissing me and sneak dissing and all that stuff, I want you guys to apologize, because you guys kind of hurt my feelings. And yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say. I'm kind of sad at Apple. This is kind of a shame thing. And I don't understand, literally iOS 11, I don't know why they still haven't done this Bluetooth, turning on and off thing. Maybe that has something to do with it as well, because when you turn on and off Bluetooth, you're not actually turning it on and off through the control center. You have to go into settings and then turn it off. So the Bluetooth and Wi-Fi are still on, so that can make a lot of people seem like their battery is dying, their phone's dying faster, and they should go update to the new iPhone as well. So it's just like it's such a weird thing. They've done so much stuff to like figure this out. And of course, I want to give a shout out to the Reddit poster who actually posted it. They said something like their Geekbench scores were higher after they replaced the battery on their iPhone 6s. So shout out to you. You really saved me on this one. But guys, that's pretty much all I have to say. Of course, you guys can have your opinion, whether you still think this is not real or not true or whatever. Apple has already pretty much said this is true and stuff like that. So, I mean, that's all she wrote, that's all I'm going to talk about. Of course, if you want to see that other iPhone conspiracy video that I did before this whole thing came true when Apple confirmed it. It's a really interesting video. I spent a little bit of time on it, so just type in simple alpaca iPhone conspiracy. That'll be like the first video that pops up. And I'm surprised it's true, you know, like, I mean, it hurts my feelings knowing, like, you know, that these older phones are starting to be phased out. Even the iPhone SE, you know, some people might be seeing that this phone's slower now too. That's such a, I don't understand why that's even, that's not a feature. That's just, you know, that's just like scheming their way into like getting people to upgrade their phones. The OnePlus company did the same thing where they purposely like boosted up their power on their phone when people were doing benchmarks or, you know, Geekbench or stuff like that, in order to make the phone seem like it was faster than it really was, and then it would bring the cores down and make the phone slower afterwards just to get those scores up. So I mean, all these companies, man, they're businesses, they're trying to sell their products. I mean, at the end of the day, it's kind of like, oh my, like, how did Apple even figure that out? How to, like, you know, correlate so when the battery is bad that it'll actually slow down your phone? Like, I don't know how they did that, but, you know, I mean, that's kind of cool that they have the technology to do that, to push that through a software update. But honestly, that's just scheming their way out of this thing. If you're new to my channel, I'm in all the social networks you see on the screen. I'm kind of heated up, but I'll cool it down a little bit. Hit the like button. I'm still doing the Xbox One giveaway. One of you guys are going to get my Xbox One, my personal one. So in order to enter, subscribe, and I'm on all social networks, and you're already entered. Check out my mixtape. It's on soundcloud.com/simplealpaca. But more importantly than everything else, I love every single one of you guys, and hopefully I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace out till then.